Dear friends, salutations to you wholeheartedly, welcoming you and also extending my hearty, sincere gratitudes for giving this chance to delve on Bhagavad Gita. It is an exercise for me trying to implement or explain the Gita Jnanam suitable for our dear youngsters. From the Adhyatmika Sadhana Drushti, Tattva Drushti, it is not difficult to talk on Gita, study Gita, explain. But in the Gita, Bhagavan Krishna has put all the successes, how to achieve for everyone, especially youngsters. If you and I can get all these guidances, informations, knowledges, and remember all of them all the time and implement them, definitely each individual's life will be beautiful. So too the life of the total world humanity. That's the idea. Second is what? It is always your own interest, your own faith, your own sincere efforts, which gives you the beautiful knowledge as well as its practice and result. So feel that responsibility from within. Third thing, what we say every day is Gita or all our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, the Gurus, they all are doing only one job in favor of guiding for us for our own successes. They don't have any other second thought of taking away our freedom or binding us with any of the, mm, you know, any of the problems given to us. That's never that thing in them. Keep it in mind. Now, like every day, today also, we will have first the mantrocharana. Today also we learn another mantra for japa. Yesterday being Friday, we learnt Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shri Matre Namaha. Today also we'll just learn another mantra and do the practice of it for our own concentration, devotion, prayer and surrender and invoking the grace of the infinite Lord for our success. Then we'll have a common sense thought for 4-5 minutes. Then we'll go to our Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita today, we'll be doing third chapter, 19th shloka. And the topic is what? Ki, oh my dear youngsters, with all the tips given so far, succeed in the outer world with all your goals, aims achieved. After enjoying these outer successes, now with the same spirit, same zeal, same zest, try to achieve the inner success, the spiritual success. And what you have to do is what you are doing so far, same thing you do, but one or two or three things only are added or edited. So, what are those two, three things? When we add, we start becoming introvertedly also successful. After succeeding in the outer life, those things Bhagavan is teaching us. In fact, these are the trainings given for a person who wants to have the spiritual sadhana done and spiritual goal reached. So, even though it is not so important for the youth, but still it being a part of the Gita shlokas, and we have committed to study and see all the shlokas meaning. In our course, this in that way comes. We will do it. Thereafter, Bhagavan, having taken the example of Raja Janaka and also his own example, again inspires us in the need of relentlessly, continuously working and struggling in the world, not remaining lazy. That portion again of 6-7 shlokas will give us a nice 3-4-5 topics required for us, the youth. Then Arjuna himself will ask a question, he knowingly also why we are committing sins, O Lord. A pertinent question for all of us, especially youngsters. Then Bhagavan does all the tests and diagnoses what exactly is the cause for us committing the sin. And he also helps us with the prescription also. And that's again our 10 shlokas. Beautiful topic. In that 5-6 very essential things for the entire life to protect yourself, you will be given. Thing is, you have to receive them. Having said so, now let us come to our the first thing today of the mantra ucharana. So let us first chant our Shanti mantra as every day. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yesterday Vaisa Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shri Matre Namaha. Today's mantra will be very simple. Om Namo Narayanaya. This is the mantra. Very famous mantra. This is a mantra Diksha Sri Narada gives to Prahlada, who was in his mother's womb. That becomes a great support for Sri Prahlada to develop his devotion, surrender to the Lord. Then from the birth only, he is a mukta, he is a jnani, he is a great bhakta. There is no need of any improvement required in him. He is born improved, born perfected bhakta, jnani, yogi. Like that, millions and millions of devotees in our Sanatana Dharma, with the help of this mantra, Om Namo Narayanaya, have invoked Bhagavan's grace for their outer success and inner unfoldment. The meaning of this mantra is Om means the Lord, the first name. Namaha means my salutations to Narayanaya, to Narayana. Now, what is the meaning of Narayana is Naram is water. Narayana, the one who sleeps on the water and in that water on that serpent bed. Second meaning is what? Paramatma expresses through the Naram or water as a life. That is why into any of the planets once our satellites go, what they first search for is water. Because wherever there is water, there the life expresses. Therefore, the Lord's expression of as life begins from water. Therefore, as life, Bhagavan is there in the water. Therefore, Nara means water. In the Nara, the life is Bhagavan. Therefore, Naram Ayanam. Ayanam is about. Third meaning is what? Narasya Samuhaha Naraha. The congregation of all human beings is the Nara, Ayanam. And in every individual's heart, as an individuality, it is Lord only working. So to that Lord Narayana, my salutation. Clear? Now what is our sankalpa? Simple. Oh Lord, knowing the meaning of your name Narayana, that you are there in the hearts of every being as individual, I am saluting to you. Receive my namaskaras and salutations through japa and bless me. What are the blessings? Let me recognize your presence in every heart and let me be in such a cooperative, coordinated yajna bhavana, live with everyone so that I am receiving your grace only through the help of everyone and I am also doing my help to them. Thus, as you said in third chapter, Parasparam Bhavayantaha Shreyah Paramavapsitha, may I, with your blessing, seeing you only in everyone, with my mutual cooperation, coordination with them in the Yajna Bhavana, may I succeed in all my outer goals. May I succeed in becoming the servant of the world, helper. May I succeed in becoming your instrument as well as may I succeed finally in reaching you. So keep these powerful thoughts and do the japa of this mantra. Like I said yesterday, mother's mantra, this also keep a particular number as target and keep a particular number of days as target and in those particular number of days, finish this chanting. But do it slowly, steadily, devotionally, joyfully, and while doing so, extend this feeling or prayer. Lord, you are in everybody's heart. So, coordinating, cooperating with everyone mutually, let me succeed in my outer life as well as my inner peace and inner joy. Simple it is. Once, twice, thrice, if you listen, it is easy. Please remove and reject once for all the thought that spirituality is difficult. It is thousand times easier than your hard efforts we are putting in trying to become a graduate only to become a clerk later on. To become an engineer, doctor, lawyer, and throughout life only with patients and criminals, and what you earn is little name, little money. How whole life you spend for it. Not that much difficult is spirituality, and the gain of spirituality is permanent. Therefore, never have doubt any time that all these things are tough. They are all easy. So the mantra is Om Namo Narayanaya. Simple. 27 times I will do. We will do today. Remaining 81 times you do during your the remaining day. Keep a target of 1,08,000 and try to achieve it in any number of days which is possible to you. So yesterday we told our mother also same. Finish that target and do this one. Or you want to do simultaneously 15 minutes that, 20 minutes this, you can do it. Whatever is feasible to you. But the request is what? Have faith through this japa, tuned to that infinite Lord with his blessings, achieve the outer success as well as inner. And be a contribution to the world, contributor. Be an example to the world. Is there any malice in this? Is there any wrong thing said in this? Is there any biasness that is there? Is there any negativity told? Is there any compulsion told? Is there any conversion done? We are Sanatana Dharmis. Our Lord Narayana is ready to bless us. Let us invoke his blessings through this mantrocharana called as japa. How simple it is, how direct it is. Why should you be confused? And where is this thing is contradictory to your life of outer achievements, outer successes? Rather, it is only complementary. It puts you in such a mood of inspiration, joy, knowledge, planning that you will be successful outside also. Please, Bhagavan never takes away anything from us. He takes away only those things because of which we suffer. And He gives everything because of which we become happy. That kindness of the Lord, please remember. And be a devotee. Don't go away from Him. So, Om Namo Narayana Mantrasya Japam Vayam Sarve Narayana Anugrahena Bahyabhyantara Vijaya Sukha Shanti Praptyartham Japam Karishyamahe. So, Om Namo Narayanaya. This is the mantra. 27 times I am doing now. You also join. Start. Om Namo Narayanaya. Remember Narayana Bhagavan, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma in your heart if possible and chant. Or the meaning which I told you, O Lord, you are in the form of life in the waters. You are lying down in that serpent bed in the waters. I am saluting to you. Bless me with the wisdom that I see you only in everyone and I coordinate with them, cooperate with them, succeed outside as well as inside. Start. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 May our japa be relentless, regular. May Narayana bless all of us with our outer and inner successes. Thank you, friends. Now, in today's our second topic of our common sense thought. It is simple. What is it? Unknowingly, many a times knowingly, there are very many enemies around us who are trying to destroy some very crucial thing in our life. The destruction of which leads to our entire life's destruction. Guard yourself against those people and their this destructive action. And what is that? Those friend like looking enemies are trying to destroy in us, after whose destruction we get destroyed. And that most beautiful, most important, most wonderful thing is called as the faith, Shraddha. See to it that your Shraddha on all the positive, noble things is never given even a hair like crack. Because if the Shraddha is broken or destroyed, you are broken and destroyed. And there are so many people around in the form of friends come as enemy. In the form of friends, they come, but they are the bitter enemies. Try to do those things. Try to talk those things. Try to use their all intellections, logics, quotations, examples. More importantly, they use all sentiments and emotions. Only one aim of theirs is what? To destroy our faith. Once your faith is destroyed, you are destroyed. Only because of faith we are alive, only because of faith we are doing, only because of faith we are achieving anything. Guard against those enemies and keep on increasing your faith. In faith in what, you may ask me? I will talk it in 3-4 manners. I'll take 3-4 minutes today. First, spiritually I speak, then secondly, generally I will speak. Okay. The spiritual speaking is what? The faith in the presence of Lord. So any of the words of the non-believers, don't listen. They have all the poison inside covered with the honey outside. Once you lose the faith in the presence of Lord, all your good qualities of devotion, discipline, and all self-control, all of them go away. We get destroyed as a human beings. Our devotion to God and fear of God's punishment are the only ones which will sustain us as human being. If you don't believe the Lord and His power, we will behave like Rakshas and animals, and we destroy ourselves. So those who are destroying our faith in God, they are our bigger enemies. Keep them away, throw them away. How much ever close they act like. Second, who is the one who will tell us about the God? Is our own scriptures, Shastras, the Bhagavad Gita's, the Ramayana, the Bhagavata, the Bharata, the Upanishads, the Shruti, the Smriti, the Purana, the Idihasa. These are the ones which are telling us how is the Lord, where is the Lord, how to get His grace for our outer inner success. Therefore, anybody who is destroying the faith of ours in our Shastras, they also, how much ever loving, kind, sweet they look like, they are the terrible, venomous, black cobra poisonous people coming to us with the sweet coating outsider. Therefore, they are the bitterest enemies. Kick them out of your life. Those who talk negative about our Shastras and destroy our faith in our Shastra. Clear? Second, faith. First in God, second in the Shastra. Third, can we study Shastra straight away? You can't. It will not reveal to us. You know, in the language and way of saying is different. Therefore, who will explain to us Shastra, and through the Shastra the Lord, and through the Lord our own outer and inner successes? He is called as our teacher, preceptor, our Guru. Therefore, anyone who is destroying our faith in our Guru is the biggest, bittermost enemy. How much ever loving, kind he looks like, kick that fellow out of your life. Because only when you have faith in Guru and listen to him, he will be able to explain to us what is there in Shastra. With the study of Shastra only, you know where and how is the Lord and how to invoke his grace and succeed outside and inside. Therefore, those who destroy our faith in our God, in our Shastra, in our Guru, they are the biggest enemies. Guard yourself against them. I just told you, choice is yours. The fourth one is what Guru tells us after telling us Shastra is the sadhanas, the practices with which we succeed outside and inside. Therefore, all these techniques, practices given to us by the Shastra, like I told you, do Om Namo Narayana Japa, do Om Aim Rim Srim Sri Matre Namaha. Before that, so many days we learned the mantras and we are teaching you Gita and we are telling you how what techniques you have to adapt to succeed outside and inside. All of them are called sadhanas or practices for own your success outside and inside. Now, whoever is destroying our faith in the sadhana which we have to do, told to us by the Guru, they are also terrible enemies, bitter enemies. They are the nectar looking poison only who destroy our faith in our sadhanas or practices. Kick them also away from your own heart. Final and last one is what? Who will have to do all these preparations, all these changes, all the practices, all these sadhanas? I have to do. And the one in my life coming as friend or anybody who destroys my faith on my own self, saying that you are good for nothing, you can't do anything, this should not be done by. The one who destroys my faith in my own self is the most bitterest enemy. Kick that fellow out from your own life. Don't allow him to enter into your life. So these are the five types of people come with variety of thoughts, talks, words, variety of explanations, logics, acting like a friend, but the bittermost enemies because they destroy us completely by destroying our faith. Be careful of it, especially you, the Hindus, Sanatana Dharmi. What a great, grand, glorious culture you belong to, tradition you belong to, spiritualism you belong to, the parampara of the Rishi, Muni, Gurus, Devatas, the life of outer success and inner unfoldment. These people jealous of our Hinduism talk so worst and negative thing and show to us those non-existing or negatively interpreted things about our Sanatana Dharma, and their only goal is destroy our faith and create the faith in their religion and convert us and make us useless. Very serious it is. Therefore, guard yourself against this friend like looking foes who destroy your faith. Because faith is gone, life is destroyed. In the same way, this is the main thing spiritual I told you, the other things. Such a good friend you have. Somebody comes and tries to talk nonsense and destroy your faith to friend. They are also enemy. Some people talk nonsense about your own parents or your guru, mainly parents, to destroy your faith. That also enemy, usko kick karo. Somebody come to talk nonsense about the organization for you are working, the bosses which you have, the colleagues which you have, the subordinates you have. कोई ना कोई कुछ आकर ऐसे मूर्ख बातें बोलेंगे, सुनकर which if you are not careful and conscious, your faith in that person or the organization or the work goes away. Without the faith, you cannot be working honestly and loyally. You will never get the rewards or dividends. The life is destroyed. Never listen to anyone. And faith is the only one which is a source for us when we are at the level of ignorance. When you know the thing as it is, you need not have faith because you know it. The only thing which continuously pushes us ahead in our positive, noble life is our own faith. देर आर एनिमीज अराउंड यू, बोलते यार वो स्वामी जो है ना वो ऐसे है, या हिंदुइज्म जो है ना ऐसे है, और भगवान कृष्ण ना वैसे है, राम ना ऐसे है, और गीता में ना कृष्ण ने युद्ध करने को कहा अर्जुन को. इट्स ए वार मॉन्गरिंग टेक्स्ट. और ए बेवकूफ, डिड यू स्टडी गीता? Till what time he told us to fight the war? For what purpose? None of these people have studied our Shastra. Even if they have studied, with only one thought they study to find the non existing loopholes or negative things, and using them they want to destroy our faith. Thousands and thousands of things about Lord Krishna's life of so great many great things are there. For those nonsense rascals, these things are not seen. What they see is Bhagavan Krishna has looted or stolen the butter. Bhagavan Krishna has stolen the clothes of the women they were taking bath. He was only 6 years of that time, 8 years. Do you imagine any 6 years and 8 years boy having those non-positive thoughts? Bewakoof. He was only seeing to it that they have to be free from their own ego, surrender totally to the Lord. To teach that the highest knowledge or wisdom, he did that Leela. Not knowing it, these people talk about that only. And what they do in their churches and father and that nonsense only they do again. Be careful about it. Among so many things done by Lord Krishna, only this thing is seen by them. And you and I, stupid fellows, never study Lord Krishna's life or the story or Bhagavatam or Gita, and we just get carried away, those people. And we lose the faith in our Krishna, in our own Krishna's teachings of Gita. You are seeing every day how nobly, how beautifully, how perfectly is guiding us for our own outer and innermost success. In this way, please be aware of all these friend like looking bitter enemies who destroy our faith. It is in your hands. And once your faith is gone in your Hinduism, in your mother and father, in your own life's goals, in your friends and elders, on your own self, in the work you are doing, you will be good for nothing, a fellow. Then you ask them, kya karu main? Then they tell you all the nonsense. Then you become victim of all of them, missing such a beautiful chance of excelling in your positive life. Never listen to them. Kick them out of. Dare not talk anything about my Hinduism, my Krishna, my Shastra, my Dharma. I know it. How beautiful, glorious it is. In fact, you only come and learn these things and get benefited, and we don't want you to get converted. You continue, but be a better Christian, better Muslim, better Sardar. कुछ भी हो तुम better बनो. गीता को सीख कर हम तुमको कन्वर्ट नहीं करते. That is a glory of our dharma. In this way, not only regarding religious, but also otherwise, faith in goodness, faith in values, faith in the nation's glory. Faith in the government, faith in your boss. See, faith alone will make our mind stable and we can go on doing and achieving. Opposite than the faith is called doubt. When the kida or the virus of doubt comes in our mind, you can never be again healthy as you are earlier, like wife and husband. If they get the doubt, can they live life all together throughout life? हो सकता है क्या? If there's a faith broken between two friends, can they again be as loving and kind as earlier? If the faith of children parents break, if the faith of the boss in subordinate boss goes away, can they come together as synergy to work together to succeed? See how important are these things. Not knowing this, we give our ears and heart to the Rakshasas, useless fellows. Their only job is to destroy our faith, and we lose it and we become such a nonsense to our own positive things. That's why in today's common sense thought, I am talking very serious thing, very important thing. Faith, protect the faith. अपने श्रद्धा को बरकरार रखना, जाने नहीं देना, उसको टूटने नहीं देना. And anybody tries to talk nonsense, as I'm telling again and again, understand is an enemy. Don't even listen. Even you listen, that goes inside heart, and unnecessarily it creates all doubt and suspicion. Like somebody comes and tells me, Swami, the children who are listening to you, they are useless fellows and all. Do you think I believe that? I'll not break my faith for my children. I know they are gems. I know they are meant for higher success for themselves and around. Even one or two small little mistakes they do, that's out of ignorance. That is pure is human. Just because one, two, three things they do you think that I lose my faith in them? No, I love them. In fact, whenever they do mistakes, I love them more because I have to protect them. I have to take them into my arms. Never ever anybody can break my faith in my youngsters who are listening to this Gita. That is my strongness. Dare not anybody come and talk any nonsense. That's how I feel with my children. So too throughout your life, be strong in your faith for positive. Don't allow anybody to destroy it. Thank you. Now we come to the third topic of Gita. It's a spiritual topic, and yet it's a conclusion of what is said so far regarding who is the one free from any duties. Yet he goes on serving the world, saintly people. Yesterday we talked about. It's a continuation of the earlier two shlokas, and also giving a chance for us. Can we shift our attention from working for our own selfish goals and achieving them to a person of spiritual vision? Can we shift ourselves to that next level? If not now, at least when we conclude all our worldly achievements up to the age of 50, 55. You understand? Worldly, you have understood, achieved all the goals. Now you achieve the spiritual goals. How to promote ourselves from the worldly success to spiritual? This shloka 19 talks to us. It is in continuation of the earlier 3-4 shlokas. It starts from Yadyada Acharati. Okay? See, no, sorry. It starts from Yastva Atmarati Revasyat. Okay? Yastva Atmarati Revasyat Atmatruptaha cha manavaha Atmanyevacha santushta tasya karyam na vidyate. We saw that. Why is it so? नैव तस्य कृतेन अर्थः न अकृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कस्चिद् अर्थव्यपाश्रयः. This also we explained yesterday. Now in today's shloka, Bhagavan talks about a sequence of 4 or 5 thoughts. Okay, knowledges, bits of wisdom. When all of them are brought into our life from a karma phala apeksha, worldly person, to doing the work actively, but not for any outer worldly gain, but for the spiritual growth, that person we become. It's a beautiful shloka. Okay, and these are all these words. Tasmat, therefore, asaktaha, satatam, karyam karma, samachara. Asakto hi acharan karma, param apnoti purushaha. These are the words in this shloka. So, like every day, 3 times we chant it. Then every word's meaning I will tell you. Thereafter, total meaning of it. Then how we have to make use of it. What learning for us? The youth from that shloka. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geeta Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Athatrutiyodhyayah, Karma Yogaha. श्रीभगवानुवाच अथ एकोनविंशः श्लोकः. Okay, once I say, second time you repeat. In that way, 3 times, 3 plus 2, 3 into 2, 6 times we are chanting it. Start. Om Tasmad Asaktah Satatam, Tasmad Asaktah Satatam, Karyam Karma Samachara, Karyam Karma Samachara, असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः परमाप्नोति पूरुषः अगेन तस्मादसक्तः सततं तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः परमाप्नोति पूरुषः once more तस्मात् असक्तः सततं तस्मात् असक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः परमाप्नोति पूरुषः tasmat whenever it comes it means therefore because of all these reasons said yesterday or till yesterday so far. So tasmas therefore one by word meaning I am telling you now. Tasmat therefore asaktaha without attachment satatam always karyam karma your own duties samyaka in a perfect manner achara perform. Therefore without attachment always only the duties which you are supposed to do perform them in the best manner. Second line. If you do like this, what will happen? Asakto hi acharan karma. When you are doing the works without for any phalasakti, what will happen? Your heart is freed from all the desires and all. Into that heart, the knowledge of the Bhagavan is given. When you meditate on that knowledge, we discover that Lord in our heart as our own self. That is called as Param Apnoti Purushaha. Param means supreme goal. Supreme goal, whether you know it or not today, even maybe after 10,000 lives you may know it. Supreme goal is only to discover the God, abide in his experience, whether you understand it or not today. Slowly you will understand, maybe by the time we conclude Gita, along with the knowledge bits for our success, these things also may reveal to you a little bit. So, first line is Tasmad Asaktaha Satatam Karyam Karma Samachara. Oh Arjuna, therefore always involve in your duty oriented activities always without expecting any result. That will do what? You learn the knack of doing work without ego selfishness. That frees your heart of all desires. In the desire free, calm, quiet mind, the Guru will come and teach the Jnanam about God. When you meditate on that, you will discover God. That is called supreme goal reached. So far you are working vigorously, rigorously with all the ideas, plans given so far. But the goals were your outer successes, your career goals, your life goals, your money goals. Sometimes the goal is for other life or the higher worlds. Do the punya, do the yajna. अब तक ये किया तुमने. These are all the temporary results which they come and go. The permanent thing is called knowing God and being abiding in his identity. So that you can do when all the activities which you have to do as duty, only them you are doing them with perfect manner without expecting result. If you expect result, result will come. When you indulge in the result, you become sukhi dukhi, you enjoy sukha dukkha. Then that creates your impression. Again, that comes as desire in your mind. That's how the desire prompted activity and getting the results, enjoying it. In that way, you continue living an ordinary human life. You will never become an extraordinary human who rises all above all desires, who rises above all the temporary results of sukha dukkha, and who reaches to the permanent anand. That level you will never reach. So this is how Bhagavan is giving a chance to Arjuna and all of us also. Ki how the activities which we are doing so far, when we do them, the dharmic activity only, without phalasakti, through antakarana shuddhi, slowly we become qualified for the knowledge of God. Clear? Now I will tell you the same thing, the first shloka, shloka's first line from the last word. Tasmat remains same. Therefore, Arjuna. असक्त सततम कार्यम कर्म समाचार. रिवर्स में, ऊपर से कह रहा हूं मैं, पीछे से. फर्स्ट थिंग टू अंडरस्टूड इज चरा. Chara means get up and move. Don't be sthira. Don't be a lazy fellow sitting like a buffalo. First thing to be learned in life is not to be sthira, lazy. Get up and start moving chara. Second thing, the charanam is not again grazing, because chara word also means grazing, like gai charna. Okay, the charanam of our life should be systematic, disciplined, purposeful. That systematic, disciplined, purposeful activities in life is called achara. So I explained you the word chara first. Last word of the shloka, first line. Tasmad asaktaha satatam karyam karma sama achara. I am telling from back, just to give you a glimpse of how in one line our great gurus or Bhagwan fills up so many knowledge bits to understand. First is chara. From laziness become active. Second, achara. Let that action be disciplined, purposeful, well planned. That's called achara. Acharan कहते हैं उसको. And then acharan also should be done with all the rules, regulations followed. That's called as samachara. This word came earlier also. See, ninth shloka, yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. That time also it came. So chara, from sthira you became chara, you became mobile or started acting. Achara, do an action purposefully, goal oriented, disciplined, systematic. Samachara, do with all the rules, regulations followed. Samyak achara. Okay, so samachara we said. And what samachara we have to do? Karma samachara, actions. And which karma to do is the next one? Karyam karma samachara. Karyam is our own duties. And when should we do that karma? Karyam karma satatam. Only when you are too tired, exhausted, go for those 4-5 hours of sleep. When you are tired or when you are hungry, have the food for those 10-12 minutes. That's it. Other than that, satatam karyam karma sama achara. Repeat this with the meaning in your mind for 10 times. You will have a different understanding and different glow in your intellect. Because it is specifically telling us what to do, what for to do, and how to achieve the outer and inner. So, satatam, always, karyam karma, your own duties, samyak, in a most professional, perfect manner, achara, you do it. Okay, and when you are doing satatam karyam karma samachara, what should be your attitude toward the results are detached from it. Therefore, asaktaha is the word added. Therefore, asaktaha, without expecting or attaching to any of the outer results, always. Asaktaha, without attached to the outer results, satatam, always, karyam karma, your own bounden duties, samyak achara, you go on doing. When you do like this, what will happen? Inside, that dependency on the desire and desire fulfillment goes away. You become calm, quiet in your heart. In that calm and quiet heart, when the Guru arrives, he gives the Tattva Upadesh, Jnana Upadesh, about where is Bhagwan always, everywhere, what is his nature, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, and how to discover him on the seat of meditation. These things are given to you by the Lord. All this will come in the future chapters. These things are told to you by the Guru. When you observe all of them, really you meditate. Second line says, Asakto hi acharan. Without the asakti for the phala, when you live life of your duty orientation, first as the antakarana suddhi, second as guru upadesha, third doing that sadhana, fourth reaching to the ultimate goal. This is how asaktaha hi acharan karma purushaha, means you and me, paramapnoti. The supreme gain they gain, having gained which nothing remains to gain, and this will never go away. In other things, asakt nahi hai, asakt hai, then what will happen? You are working for a profit, that result comes, you enjoy, it is over. Again another desire, another work, again getting it through work, enjoying, That is how we are always tossed up between sukh ho gaya because you succeeded, that is over, again dukhi, again desire. In this way, you go on living a life permanently in a temporary world of temporary successes. But here paramapnoti, para means supreme gain. Supreme gain is infinite bliss. Supreme gain is independent bliss. Supreme gain is that bliss which is never gone away or taken away by anybody, nor it gets reduced or destroyed. These are all spiritual goal. So, if you can understand it and start doing your duties only for the sake of inner purity, taking this inner purity, go to the Guru, then learn from him the knowledge of the God, self, meditate on, realize, then you are becoming spiritual from the worldly. If you cannot do that, never mind whatever were taught so far, using all those tips and disciplines, at least achieve in your outer goals. But always remember, outer goals should be noble, not ignoble, not very greedy, selfish, or destructive for the society. Those goals never you should have. Creative, constructive, optimistic, positive, really beneficial things should be the goals for you and the world. Yeah. So that is how this shloka is a powerful one. You just heard it first time. Then, as you grow in your age, and while growing, you're continuously listening to the Shastra, your intellect gets opened up for understanding of the higher things. Just like when you are in class 2 and 3, when the physics and chemistry was taught to you, it was at the lowest level. At that time, if the post graduation physics chemistry is taught to you, you would have been blank in your mind. पागल है क्या बोल रहे करके. But from the class 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, in every class, when the physics was taught to you, slowly when you have come to the level of graduation, post graduation, those physics are taught to us. Those sciences are taught, and you have grown to grasp them. The sounds, the lights, the electromagnetisms, all these at the class 3 level you would have never learned. But every year you are added and you have matured to understand them. In the same way, when you are listening to Gita, such things again and again, even to understand this metaphysics, you will grow your intellect too. That time you will understand. What is the thing to understood? What is the Paramalaksham? Why the Paramatma is Paramalaksham? And what is the meaning of Paramalaksham, Paramatma gaining? How it looks like, how the experience like, and how that is achieved through meditation, and how I have to qualify myself for meditation. To become qualified for meditation, how I have to purify my heart, and how my outer activities done without any selfishness, at the same time with perfect way, that gives me the inner required purity. These things will become clear to you as you are in touch with Gita Adi right from now throughout. And I'll assure you, if you are with me, you will be succeeding in your outer life also. Nowhere you will lose. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, जो बनना है बनो, उसमें भी success. Same time, you will never miss to grow even in our spiritual, metaphysical science and practice and achievement also. That's the beauty of this shloka number 19 of chapter 3. So thank you very much. I'll conclude by chanting this verse. तस्मादसक्तः सततं तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः परमाप्नोति पूरुषः तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः. There one word came, asakto he. He means verily. He means indeed. Indeed, of course. Yes, he means of course. Asakta hi acharan means certainly from your side when you are doing your duties without attachment, certainly that way of your lifestyle through the process of purity of heart, through the process of learning from teacher, through the process of meditation, paramapnoti gives you the supreme achievement of experience of Paramatma, having gained which nothing remains. To tell all this certainty, the one particle is used there, it is he. He means verily. Asakto hi acharan. Param apnoti hi. Verily, If you are living life of not expecting any outer result, through these intermediate three steps of purification, going to the Guru, listening and meditation, you will reach to the Param, that Param supreme gain, having gained which nothing remains to be gained. So that's how this shloka. Thank you. God bless you all in all your inner and outer achievements, friends. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Protect your faith. And today's mantra is Om Namo Narayanaya. Thank you.